The war is over. Hey guys, I'm James. Welcome to my weekly weekend show. Today we're going to talk about first of all, the war is over. Jesus is your healer, your financier, and your righteousness. Just believe you receive it by faith, and God make it good in your life. Today we're going to talk about cursing. Stop cursing. There are 5 points, real quick, I want to talk about cursing. You know what cursing is. The Bible says not to do perverse words shouldn't be coming out of our lips. Now you know the first type of curse, and I do have notes. You already know the first type. That's where just people are just blah blah blah, beep 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 beep. You know, perverse language. You know, movie ratings tend to fluctuate sometimes when people use horrible language. They're just cursing. You know, that is the first type. Now, that actually goes into the first point. Well, maybe it's the third point. Well, no, the first point is, you know, the first type. The second point is cursing yourself. Because when you curse, people actually curse themselves. They say, oh, when they make a mistake, they say, oh, why am I being so stupid and stuff like that. They're cursing themselves. Now, we'll step back to, if you read this way, if you're Jewish, we'll start back on that side. But for this side, at the end of the Bible, but for our sakes, we'll start on this side, which is when God created the world. If you read in Genesis chapter 1 and 2, He blessed. There's blessing. And then in Genesis chapter 3, the curse came in. And the curse is the exact opposite of the blessing. So God blesses, and the devil, when Adam sinned, brought in curse. And curse goes in the wrong direction. So when God blessed man and said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and then you go and say, I'm so stupid, or I'm so dumb, why can't I ever remember anything, and stuff like that, you're cursing yourself. And that's one of the things people don't realize. People are just blabbing out curse words and stuff like this, but point two, people are actually cursing themselves with their words, and you don't need to do that. Never do that. Never curse yourself. That's very, very important that you never do that, because these are real spiritual laws that come into effect when you open up and say, oh, I'm so stupid. So don't do that. Don't curse yourself. Don't ever call yourself dumb, stupid, retarded. Don't use profanity on yourself. You know, don't say stuff that's not good about yourself. Stop cursing. Stop cursing yourself. This is not good. Cursing is witchcraft. I mean, okay, cursing is witchcraft, and the reason why I say it's witchcraft is because it's the exact opposite of blessing, and the exact opposite of blessing is cursing. The exact opposite of blessing, which comes from God, is cursing, which comes from the devil. So it's witchcraft, and you've seen in movies, which we'll probably get to in you've seen in movies where people just spit out a curse on somebody, and that's not good. You don't need to watch movies that have stuff like that in there. When they curse someone, they curse them, and they pronounce a curse on somebody. That's where it's actually coming from. It comes from real, actual cursing, because they curse somebody, and in modern society, people just, they're just so used to cursing, they think that, when they call somebody dumb or stupid, or you call yourself dumb or stupid, that it's just, you're just saying words. But words are, affect the spirit realm. Angels and demons, I mean, they don't know if you're playing. They don't care if you're playing, because words are that true. So if you curse yourself and say you're dumb, your mind is going to be like, okay, I'm dumb. Get a kid up. You don't get a kid to do it. But if you get a kid to keep saying they're dumb and stupid and retarded, eventually it's going to go down. If a girl keeps saying she's not pretty, she's ugly, she's not pretty, she's ugly, trust me, it works. It actually goes in the wrong direction. Even if she's beautiful and photogenic at the beginning of her life, in the beginning of high school, in college, trust me, she's not going to be pretty in the end. So if you keep saying, oh, I can't concentrate, I can't pay attention, it's not going to work. It's going to hurt yourself, and you're actually cursing yourself. Come on, your arms and legs and brain, your body doesn't have any sense but to accept what you say about it. So if you say, oh, I can never practice, I can never concentrate, oh, I just have such a hard time concentrating. Okay. So that creates a problem. And when you do that, it's a curse. So you say you're dumb, so stop cursing. Don't curse yourself. And it's all springs out of this. People just say, oh, it doesn't matter what you say. Well, that's a lie. It does matter what you say. Because don't do it. But if you find someone and everything comes out of their mouth is they're always cursing themselves. They're always saying stuff that's bad and that's not good about themselves. You see, it actually creates that in their life. Oh, I could never remember the cheerleading thing. I mean, dude, all you have to do is pick the girl up. Why do you keep saying you never remember that? But he's like, I never remember it. So what happens? Every time they do the thing, he never remembers to pick the girl up. And so she's sitting there looking around, yay, or whatever they do. Yay, and she's looking left and right, and the person she's supposed to be up, but she's not up because he's not doing his job. So don't curse yourself. Do not curse yourself. That is the second point. Don't curse yourself. Point 3. Don't curse your atmosphere. It's very, very important too. People say, I say curse yourself. Your body can affect the way you talk about it, and that can affect your body and yourself, your personality, your performance on the job. But you can actually curse your stuff. That's it. Point 3, don't curse your stuff. You can curse your car. You've heard, well, maybe you haven't, but people, the car won't start. Well, you're cursing the car. Well, I can't, the stupid house door won't open, or stuff like that. You're cursing stuff. Don't curse your stuff. Just like your body and mind can react to cursing, your dog can react to cursing. He's a bad dog. He's a bad dog. Hey, bad dog. This, I guess, well, that'll go out talking to other people. But, don't curse anything you own. Don't curse that stuff. And that includes your atmosphere. Because when you curse, hey, listen, blessing produces blessing, the manifestation of God. Cursing produces the manifestation of the curse, the manifestation of the devil. And when you curse, you open up the door for the devil, and you can curse your atmosphere. You can say your job is bad. You can say it's boring. You can say it's no good. You can say your boss doesn't know what, well, no, that's another point. But you can curse your atmosphere. You can actually do it. Class is boring. Oh, it's unfair. The country's unfair. You can curse your atmosphere. You can talk about an entire group of people, and it'll affect you. It won't affect me. That's a more advanced level of spirituality. But literally, you can curse your house atmosphere. It's never fun here. Everyone's always arguing and stuff like that. And you can curse your atmosphere, curse where you work at. You can curse your school. Just by saying silly things, seems harmless. Oh, the teachers are dumb. Oh, or the teachers, he's mean. He's mean. He's mean. He's mean. He's mean. And other things that I'm not going to say. And you can curse it. You can curse your atmosphere. So don't curse your atmosphere. It's true. 4, don't curse other people. Now, I was going to think about this in reference to the other one, but, you can curse your boss. You can call them names. I mean, don't do that. Call them names to their face. Call them names to their face. You can call, or your children, call them names. Call them dumb. Call them stupid. Oh, my little dummy, or something like that. I haven't heard anyone call their kid that, but you have heard people call their kids certain names, and you analyze it. Wait a second, is that a good thing to call your kid? I mean, you're calling her, oh, I love you, silly, instead of calling, I love you, princess. I mean, come on. So don't do that. Don't curse your kids. Don't curse your friends. Hey, if your friends does something stupid, don't call him a name. I mean, don't call you, bleep. Don't call your friend that. Because, I'll tell you, because one thing, if they accept it, children do accept stuff, and that's why you can get into quite a lot of spiritual trouble for this, parents. But if your children can accept what you say, and your friends can accept what you're saying, because they're your friends and they're not putting up a defense. No, I'm not stupid. I mean, very few. There are some people who will not combat what you say. And if you call your friends dumb and stuff like that, call them stupid, they might actually start accepting that. And that's not good. And it can be your fault too, in a sense. Now, they shouldn't be accepting it. And you shouldn't accept when someone says something bad to you about you. But if you curse your friends and they accept it, you curse your kids and they accept it, you're spreading curse. You're not blessing them. You're not coming against them. They say, your friend says, she says, oh, I can never pay attention in class. I mean, the class is just so boring. I can never stay up in it. Well, you need to give her something else to say. Say, hey, the joy of the Lord is your strength. The Lord is the strength of my life. Hey, I got the mind of Christ. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. Say, hey, quit that foolishness. That's why you need to have a good set of friends who aren't going to let you talk curse. You talk curse, it'll manifest. You get a whole group run. While I'm at it, this might work on, this actually can work on bullying too. Because if you get enough names, like, I'll tell you, boys, don't call other boys sissies. Don't call them girls. Don't do it at all. I'm looking at the camera now. I was looking at the camera. Don't call them sissies. Don't call them girls. Do not call boys that. And you can get a whole group of people calling someone a bad name, calling them something bad, something they are not. They're a boy, they're a man. Don't call them something they're not. Because if you get a whole group of kids calling one person something like that, and if they don't have the internal fortitude to ignore it, the spirituality to ignore it, ask God to forgive you for your foolishness, they can actually accept that. And if they end up accepting it, then it can actually manifest in their life. Call them a sissy and they're not a sissy. They might play a musical instrument or something and y'all all play sports and whatnot. Hey, don't call them a sissy because they're in band. Don't call them a sissy because they do computer stuff like that. Because if they accept that and they start thinking like that, the devil can open up a door and make them think they are one. And I'll leave it at that. So, or girl. Don't call boys girls. Don't do that. That's not funny. You never do that because if they accept it, it can open up the door to the devil for their life. And while I'm at it, don't call a girl a tomboy. Don't call a girl a boy. She is not a boy. I don't care if she can carry 2 trees in her arms, or I don't care. I don't care if she's strong and burly and she can do a lot of stuff and she can, kill a cow or whatnot and stuff like that. I don't care if she's strong or huffy like. Don't call her a boy. She's a girl. Treat her like a girl. Act like a girl. Act like she's a girl. When you're around her, act like she's a girl. Don't call a girl a boy. It's not funny. Because if she accepts that, she might think, well, maybe something's wrong with me. Well, no. You're a girl. Okay? Girls, boys, you're boys, okay? Remember that. Remember that. I mean, hey, don't let someone hate. The devil's not joking. He's trying to put the curse in everyone's life. He is trying to do it. He can't do it in mine. He can't do it in yours. You have the wisdom of knowledge, the wisdom of God, the power of God to prevent him from doing that. But don't do that. Don't walk in there and call kids names. I don't want to call you. You probably know some names. God willing, you don't know any of them. But there are some names I've heard kids, talking to boys. And they're just their friends or something. They just get mad and call them something. Or they get mad at someone they don't know and call them something. And if that person accepts that, that can cause problems. And you don't ever want to do that. Make them start thinking, well, maybe I'm not a boy. Or for girls, well, maybe I'm not a girl. Don't do that. Just because a girl has 12 brothers doesn't mean she's going to turn out to be acting like a boy. Just because a boy has 6 sisters. Just because a boy does ballet, just because a boy, is on the cheerleading squad, just because a boy is on gymnastics, doesn't mean he's a girl. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. But seriously, just because your feelings and station in life, someone's feelings we are almost off subject, but we're not. Someone's feelings and stages in life does not dictate what they are. Okay? Just because a person hasn't gotten, just because a boy likes to cook, doesn't mean he's a girl. Just because a boy is neat and likes to dress properly, likes to dress up, wear nice things. He likes, likes to coordinate and match. Hey, doesn't mean he's a girl. And just because a girl, might like wearing basketball shorts, girl basketball shorts does not mean, and she likes to play sports a lot, doesn't mean she's a boy. Don't listen to the devil. Don't curse people and curse things. You need to step back and ask the Lord to grant you wisdom what to say. Don't just throw these words out. If the Holy Spirit is telling you something needs to be addressed in the spirit realm or the mental realm or the physical realm, that's different. But do not, just throw it out. Oh, she's a tomboy and stuff like that. No. Don't do that. Because if they accept that curse, boy, Tom, boy, if that girl accepts that, then you'll have little girls growing up thinking, well, maybe I'm a boy. Or boys thinking, well, maybe I'm a girl. Well, no. And don't do that. And it's dangerous. Because you open up the door to the devil in their life, and you're sowing bad seed. And you can reap that too as well. So make sure that you do not do that. That is extremely important that you do not do that. Never do that. I need to make sure I actually look at the camera. Maybe I'll draw a little circle, a little white circle or something around the camera, the lens, the aperture. But anyways, make sure you don't do that. Let's continue. We're talking about don't curse. This is all real serious, and it seems as that, well, let's keep going. I'll say it seems as though it's trivial, and it doesn't matter what you call your friends and stuff like that. That's not true. And down, number 5, other people's stuff. Okay? Don't call other people's stuff dumb. I can't get your dumb door open, or your stupid dog keeps messing with me. Don't call other people's stuff that too. It works on other stuff. But hey, thank God they can put a barrier of the blessing between you, and your stuff is not going to affect them. Maybe they need to stop hanging around you, but don't be cursing other people's stuff. Don't curse their atmosphere. Cursing can create a negative atmosphere inside your house, your workplace, your school. Don't curse their stuff. Especially because if they accept it, that can cause problems if they're not doing that. Because listen, things have to be rejected specifically. No one just sits there and there comes a point in time where someone's either going to accept something or reject it. And if you keep talking curse over somebody's business, oh man, that'll never work. Come on, that venture won't work. You spent $3 million for nothing. You just wasted money, man. You're blowing that money down the river. Or you keep telling them their donut place isn't going to be successful. Or they want to try out, for the color guard. Girl wants to try out for the color guard. Tell them, hey, that's not going to work and stuff like that. And she might not try out. God might have intended her to be one of the best color guard and even instructors, maybe a dance instructor, known around the world. So don't curse other people's stuff. That includes, dreams, ambitions. Don't curse your dreams, your ambitions. Someone says, I want to open up a restaurant in North Carolina or Northern New York. Oh, that's dumb. That's stupid. Man, you ain't going to be able to do that. Quit kidding. Don't do that. That's dangerous. That's wrong. That's inappropriate. You're cursing their dream. And God might be trying to get a blessing to you. So bless their dream. If you don't have anything positive to say about their dream, ask God what to say about it. It might not be a proper dream. It might not be a proper dream anyway. So you don't want to encourage foolishness. You don't want to encourage something that isn't the will of God for someone's life. But make sure that you don't curse it. If it's not the will of God, you can let them know, especially if they ask you stuff like that. But if it's something that seems, something that you've never heard of before, they're the first person in the family to go to college, the first person in the family maybe to get a master's or a doctorate, or to start their own business, or to become a missionary to South Africa. Don't be like, oh man, that's not going to work. You're not going to be financially secure if you join the ministry, or that's a lie. You're supposed to be rich if you're a Christian. God, put that in there. Say, oh, you're not going to be able to survive on the mission field. There's no way you can do that. Who's going to sponsor you, man, and stuff like that. So don't curse your friends' stuff. Don't curse their dreams. Don't curse their aspirations. If they're, wanting to do something with their life, don't curse that. Don't cuss. Don't cuss. Don't curse other people's stuff. Don't do that. It's serious. So don't stop. So stop cursing. One, you know the regular thing, which is just really spitting out profanity. That's not good. I really would suggest you watch movies that have profanity laced in it, because it destroys the atmosphere in your house if you watch something or listen to some music that has profanity in it constantly. If it's inundated with profanity, hey, you probably don't need to listen to it, because it destroys the atmosphere in your house. It destroys the atmosphere in your life. It destroys. Cursing destroys. That's why, hey, stuff might be funny, but in the end, it's not. I mean, you might hear a bunch of cursing, the person might be hilarious, and you're laughing, they're just joking and doing stuff like that, but in the end, it's not. So, don't do that type of cursing, just the regular one that people talk about. But 2, don't curse yourself. 3, don't curse your stuff. Don't curse your atmosphere. Don't curse your dreams. 4, don't curse other people. And 5, do not curse. Don't curse other people's stuff. Their kids, their dreams, their aspirations. Don't do that. And that's it. Thanks for joining me. And remember, wait. Yeah, thanks for, I have it written down. Here it is. I love you. Thanks for joining me. I do love you, actually. I love you. Thanks for joining me. And be blessed in the name of the living Lord King Jesus, the Christ. Yay! Oh, and there's the new stand. You like it? You like it? You like it? Ooh, yeah.